Hey, where are all my street food lovers at? This is your paradise, you guys. If street food is your jam, then Myeongdong Night Market has got to be on your bucket list of places to visit. As you can see, I'm super excited to be here and share with you some of the awesome stuff that you can expect to find here when you visit, so come along and join me. It's time to get food. If you've been following my last few videos, then you know my family and I are having a wonderful time here in Seoul, South Korea. It's hard to just sum it up in a few words, so I hope these videos have teased you just enough to convince you that your next adventure should bring you to Seoul. There's so much to see and do here. We're talking history, culture, and of course delicious food. Oh my goodness, all the delicious food. But before it all comes to an end, I've decided that I'm getting in one last revelry. Hey, so here we are on Myeongdong Street, and we are checking out all the street food tonight. There's so much great stuff here to eat. If you love street eats, then this is the spot. Myeongdong, in the evenings, all these carts come out, tons of food. Yeah, there's a bit of shopping as well, but you know what we do here on I Get Food. We get the eats, and we're throwing down on street eats today. So these dogs are all the rage, and people keep getting them. Now you can find these in Toronto, but I'm here in Korea, I had to try one, right? All right, so I got my potato, cheese, sausage on a stick. Now you can sprinkle sugar on it, which is the most common way people have it. Myself, you know, I usually don't do the sugar even back when I'm in Toronto, so I didn't do it here, but if you want to get that sort of that salty sweet together, I mean, that is an option as well. You can also do mustard, you can do ketchup, but I'm just taking it pure, just the way it is. All right, sorry about that, guys. We were sitting in front of the entrance to a store. It's just so crowded. Sometimes you sit where you can and you don't even realize where you are. So, sorry, we had to move a little bit, but no big deal. So yeah, back to this dog on a stick. So my first bite, I really just got to sort of that, I really just got to the batter, right? So let's take a bigger bite and see where we get. Oh, it's hot. You can see it's nice and crispy. I like the cheese, it's kind of creamy. I haven't found the sausage yet though. There we go. There's a sausage right there. Nice and salty. So there you are, your Korean sausage and cheese, dog on a stick. Not a bad start to our Myeongdong street food tour, but let's keep things going. Okay, so we opted for a sweet item here. This is Hotteok. It's kind of like a fried dough, almost like a fried pancake. It's a little crisp, just a little bit, but I like that it's fluffy on the inside. So actually, I think the mixture that goes in there looks like maybe even just ground peanut. I know that sometimes there is peanut in there, so that's what it could be. It could be peanut and cinnamon or brown sugar in there. You can see like a little bit of the cinnamon in there, just kind of oozing out. Nice and sweet. Fried and crispy. It is kind of oily though, but very nice, very delicious. So I got here some fish cakes, some
Eomuk, I think is what it's called. Apologize if I pronounce that wrong. But basically what this is they take the meat of the fish and they pound it with some dough, and then they extrude it into this sort of fish cake, for lack of a better term. And then they just sort of accordion it onto this stick. And so what they serve it with is the broth that they cook the fish cake in. They add some soy sauce in there. Oh, so we've had some sweet items. Now we're back to the savory, and I'm gonna give this a try. Very hot. It's got a nice clean fish taste, and it's nice and bouncy, and it just takes on all that flavor as it's been stewing in its own broth and the soy sauce. Very satisfying, and it's so inexpensive. Of the street food items that you find here on Myeongdong, this fish cake, this Eomuk, has got to be one of the cheaper options. So if you're looking for some great value and lots of flavor, and you don't mind that seafood flavor, this is a great choice. Okay, so here we go, the classic Tteok-bokki. Love that plump rice cake. Oh wow, the sauce here packs a real big punch. Yeah, Koreans, they love their Tteok-bokki. It's probably the most famous of the street food items here. The snacks that you can get. This is definitely one of those things I was absolutely thinking about when I was flying to Seoul. You know, on those long haul flights, it's the food that makes it all worth it. Once you land, you know you're gonna sink your teeth into delicious food like this. The sauce is spicy, and there's a little bit of sweetness in there as well. And oh, I'm on my third bite and the spice is already starting to build. But it's that good kind of spice, the kind that gets you craving more and more. They also have some fish cake in here with the Tteok-bokki. You saw earlier, I had the fish cake, and that was more of your savory variety and salty. But here, they've got it mixed in there with that spicy gochujang sauce. All right, this next bite, let's get the whole combo together. You've got the sauce, you've got the fish cake, the rice cake. Mind blowing. All of this is great food, but I need something to help me wash some of it down, and this lemonade looked too refreshing and is perfect on a hot day like today's. Even though it's nighttime, it's still very warm here. Oh, that's refreshing. Little fizzy, slightly sweet, a lot of tart, the way a proper fresh lemonade should be. So you guys, it is absolutely amazingly crowded here on Myeongdong. I guess there's a lot of fans of street food here. You know, they're probably here for the shopping and everything as well, right? But what I have noticed is that there's about maybe like a dozen or so different items. So as much as this whole street is lined with spots, I mean, you can kind of just, you know, keep yourself in a location, you know, maybe like 50 meters, and you'll have pretty much all 12 of those options in there. Quite a few options, very popular. There's obviously your very classic Korean ones, but there's also some really interesting ones as well. I saw this stand doing like an Oreo dessert. I did see one that kind of was on its own. There was a guy doing kebabs here. And it's not Korean, but I mean, come on, Seoul's an international city, so, you know, if it's street food, I guess a kebab fits, right? Why not, right? But I did see this one thing that I'm headed to right now that I passed by, and this is a great item. I had to throw down on this one. Watching those lobster tails cook, you can see like all that smoke coming off of it. I just love the smell of that lobster meat. I almost want to bathe in the smoke that's coming off that grill. Ooh, check out that cheese pull on there, you guys. All right, let's dig into some lobster meat. So you can see like there's just all the juices of the lobster meat and the butter, probably some of the oils from the cheese. They're all collecting there at the bottom. I'm gonna sort of dip it back into its own juices. Don't want to miss out on any of that flavor. Oh, all right, big bite right here. So you saw right at the very end there, he poured some sauce on it, as well as the cheese. So I was a little nervous about the sauce because it's, you know, now that I've tasted it, it's not really spicy. It's on the sweet side, but it's not very, very sweet. I don't know if I love the sauce itself. I think I would have preferred the more natural taste of the lobster. I think I'm okay with the cheese. Honestly, with lobster, sometimes just some lemon and some butter, and you're good to go. But the cheese is solid. The sauce, I think if I were to get this again, I would probably ask him not to put the sauce on there. Yeah. Oh man, I am absolutely stuffed. I'm sweating from the heat. I'm sweating from all that food. I'm probably sweating from that tteok-bokki. But no worries. If you guys are lovers of street food, then Myeongdong is where you guys have got to be. This is going to be your paradise. You know, how can I say no to Shake Shack, right? I mean, even though I'm here in South Korea, Shake Shack always hits hard. Cheese fries. Oh man. I also got myself a Smoke Shack, bacon, the Shack sauce. Oh yeah. Alright you guys, I hope you guys have been enjoying our Seoul, South Korea series. This is such an awesome place. If you're a foodie, you like flavors, they got it all here. We're talking spicy, we're talking savory, sweet, salty, vinegary, all of that good stuff. If you're planning your next trip, I think you should definitely consider Seoul, South Korea. It's super underrated, but hopefully if more and more of us are out there trying their food and getting out there and letting people know about it, we can totally remedy that. Alright you guys, I think that's a wrap for me here from Seoul, South Korea. But if you guys want to see more content like this, where we take our show on the go and check out places not just in Toronto, but places all around the world, then please, I really need your support. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below and let me know what you think. If it's your first time here and you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. That's how you can support the channel and make it possible for us to do more on the go series. Alright, you guys get out there, get something tasty to eat, and I'll catch y'all next time when I get food.